Hello one and all, welcome to Seen Through Glass, welcome to Tenerife. If you missed my last video, I just spent the last 4 days getting here. I drove from London to the south of Spain. I then boarded a 40-hour ferry to this small island just off the coast of Africa. I'll be honest, it was the ferry journey from hell. I got seasick and it very nearly destroyed my car, which was forced to go on the open top deck of the ferry for the entirety of the journey. I scratched the underside of it getting up to the top deck, and then it got absolutely covered and baked in salt during the journey. When I finally arrived here, which was some 15 hours after I was supposed to, I went straight to a detailer who, thank God, saved mine and the car's life by getting the majority of the salt off. So now, finally, after some rest, I can get excited about being here. And why am I here? Why did I make the pilgrimage to this little island? Well, back in 2016, I visited Tenerife for the first time with McLaren. And during that trip, I woke up super early and drove up the side of that volcano for sunrise. And it remains not only one of the greatest automotive memories I have, but one of the greatest life experiences I've ever had. And I've always wanted to experience it once again. And this year, my Ferrari 360 turns 20 years old, and I'm doing as much as I can to celebrate that birthday. And so it made sense to once again come here, wake up early, and see if I can catch an epic sunrise in Tenerife. So far, this has already been a completely different experience to 6 years ago. Firstly, the roads are a lot busier at this time of the morning than I remember them being. Secondly, I thought I'd left way too soon. I was like, oh, I've got loads of time, but I'd input the wrong point on my Google Maps. Right now, it's saying my ETA to the same point I stopped with the McLarens is 7:14. Sunrise is at 7:12, so I've got 2 minutes to make up. But on top of that, something that's kind of making my heart race slightly is I don't think there's much cloud cover currently. Last time we did this, it was a sort of really misty, foggy morning, and then we broke up above the clouds and had that amazing moment. And so either we're going to get to the top, there's going to be no clouds, the most incredible views I've ever seen, or those clouds are coming in. I don't really know what's going on. I've still got really nervous excitement. I don't know why, but as I say, I've got to put my head down and crack on because we're tight on timing and I need to catch that sun. I don't know if this is coming across on camera, but the road just up to the lookout point is unbelievable. Oh my God, this is one of the greatest morning drives I've ever been on. And I wasn't expecting this part. We definitely took a different route last time. This is mega. It is simply the best. Look at that! Oh my God! Okay, somewhere here is the spot. I think this is it. Now, I want to stop in the exact same place. I think this might be one of the best sunrise spots in the world. I mean, just look at that. You're now getting some higher cloud coming in, making it look all dramatic. I'm not a particularly religious man, but I've seen imagery of what people believe heaven to look like, and that's it. I mean, how have I come back here 6 years later and had pretty much the exact same experience? It suggests to me that if I lived in Tenerife, I could come up here every morning and just have a jaw-dropping sunrise. Maybe I should move here. Has it made the relatively miserable 4-day trip here kind of worth it? Well, in some ways. But let's be realistic. I could have flown to Tenerife, picked up a rental car, driven up to this point and had the sort of semi-same experience watching the sun rise. But I wouldn't have had the same experience getting to this point because, as you saw, the roads up here were amazing and so much fun in the 360. And from my memory, the roads we're now going to drive across the volcano and down the other side are simply fantastic, and potentially, with this weather, with the scenery, with the dramatic landscape and the quality of the roads, I actually think this could be the world's greatest driving road. So let's jump in the car and crack on. It is crazy how much the terrain changes as you make your way along this road. We're getting closer and closer to the volcano now. We're about 2,500 meters above sea level, so it's getting pretty high. And up here, I guess this is the remains of sort of historic eruptions. It's really dramatic. Massive rocks and boulders and debris, some of which look like they're about to fall onto the road. But I imagine this is what the surface of Mars or the moon would look like. It's so surreal. Then you've got this perfect ribbon of smooth tarmac carving through it. It is so good to drive. And this time of the morning, no one's really around, so you can really get out and have some fun. I am taking it relatively easy though, because there are still 1 or 2 tourists up here, and just like me, they're looking for places to pull over and take photos or just admire the scenery. So you can go around a corner and sometimes find somebody trying to do a 3-point turn or pulling out one of these lay-bys pretty slowly, so I'm always keeping that in mind. But I wanted to stop here because, yeah, as I say, it's like a complete other world, and yeah, I got to enjoy this for a bit before continuing with some spirited driving. I mean, this is probably the closest I'm ever going to get to taking my moon watch back to the moon. Lots of you noticed, by the way, that I'm wearing a different strap on my watch. This is my usual Speedmaster, which I wear all the time. But yeah, I picked up this strap, the proceeds of which go to supporting families or people affected by the war in Ukraine. So yeah, I'm liking it. It's a bit of a change. And actually, whilst we're talking about watches, gives me a chance to remind you about one of my constant partners, Chronex. Chronex are fantastic at supporting this channel. They allow for trips like this to happen, and they are still offering you a discount if you buy a watch from their website. Chronex stock over 7,000 watches from 49 different makes. And what's fantastic is whenever they get a watch into stock, it goes through a detailed process in their workshop, meaning all their watches are offered with a 24-month warranty. You can try before you buy and ask for one of their watches to be delivered to one of their outlets so you can check it out before you actually purchase it, or you can just buy it online and get it delivered to your home. So yes, use my code STG, that will get you a discount. If you're buying a watch, you can go and pick up a moon watch like me and come out here to the lunar surface and yeah, bring it home. Oh, so good.
How many horse? 400. 400 horse. Thank you.
I've now descended into what I'm calling a lava basin. I've made that up, it's not a scientific term at all, but it's this kind of big, flat area just below the volcano, Teide. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I want to call it Teide the volcano, but I think it's Teide. But yeah, big flat area with these long straight roads. Kind of reminds me of America. We could be in Utah or something like that. Still got some big rocky cliffs to the left, so it's dramatic, but it means that we've kind of passed the peak of this road. As I mentioned, we're high up, 2,500 meters, but we're going to slowly, very slowly, start making our way down towards the coast. And from memory, this is the section of the road which is the best to drive in terms of actually being able to attack the road, the dynamics of the road. Only thing to consider is this is the most popular route up to the volcano, so you have a lot of tourist traffic coming the other way, including big coaches and buses and things like that. As long as you're sensible, you can really enjoy this next driving section. So for now, wave goodbye to Teide. I'm going to call it Teide. I like Volcano Teide, Mount Teide. It sounds cooler. What a morning and what a road. I mean, look at this scene. This is perfection in my mind. My 360, beautiful blue skies and perfect roads. The tarmac here is just so smooth. That drive just then, that's got the heart racing. Oh, I am so glad I'm here. I've said it a few times. It was miserable getting here and I'm not looking forward to the journey home. But this, I would do this every single day if I lived here. Every single day. We're still above the clouds. We're still super high. The road is going to snake on down there for miles until we get to the coast, which, well, actually will be just under that cloud cover is where the coast is. You can actually see, look, that's Gran Canaria all the way in the distance, another Canary Island. So you can see some of the other islands. Actually, when we were at the sunrise spot, I could see a few others. But yeah, this is just amazing. But as is this road, I mean, it's empty. Yeah, okay, we saw a few coaches, a little bit scary, but look, does that not to say, get in me and drive? Come on! Now that I've got a little signal, I thought I'd show you the roads that we've been on, just in case you want to come to Tenerife and do this. Now, I think most of the hotels people stay in are down in this area, which is why I woke up this morning and took the kind of motorway along the side here. That start is where the sunrise spot was. So I think I came up here, the TF523 in the dark. That was the mega road in the dark. And then you join the TF24, which I think is the main road through the national park. Squiggles all through here. But as you can see, there's lots of other little routes up, which I'm sure would be super good, and then you come through here through the national park as we've done, and at the moment I've just squirreled down here and you can see that's where I am at the moment. But we could have gone the opposite direction. That one looks all right, and look at the roads we've got still to do. I mean, it is just absolutely mega. Like I said, if I lived here, I'd be doing this every single morning. It's why I'm so jealous of people that live in LA. They can just wake up and hit the canyons. Can't do that if you live in London. You've got to drive like 5 hours to Wales, then it still doesn't come close to something like this. What an unforgettable experience it has been bringing my 360 to Tenerife. Yes, it's had its ups and downs, mainly on the ferry, but it has lived up to all of my expectations, and adventures and making memories with this car, just in general, is really what this channel's all about. So I'm sure in months ahead I'll look back on that ferry journey and only remember the good bits, of which there were basically none, but really probably only remember my time here in Tenerife. If you get the chance, come and visit this place and go by bus, rental car, bicycle, or if you're brave enough, bring your own car. Just explore this place because the roads, the weather, the scenery and the people are amazing. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been nostalgic for those of you that have been here since 2016. If you haven't and you want to see the original video, it's in the description below. Give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it and stay subscribed for plenty more videos to come.